How's everybody doing today? My name is Dominic and I'm reporting at you live. We're going to be having another very important business meeting today. Always remember throughout this business meeting that I'm not a financial advisor. This video is made for entertainment purposes only. What we do here, we come here, we have a business meeting. The ultimate goal for the business meeting is to get rich. So go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the stock we're talking about today, which is Hertz, ticker symbol HTZ. You guys already know this stock is probably like the number one stock on social media right now. Okay, I made a video last week talking about it, talking about Bill Ackman. He did have a stake in the company. He sold off his stake, which is kind of ironic because after he sold off the stake, the short squeeze started after he got out. So we're going to be discussing that today. It makes no difference to me that he's in or out. The thesis still remains the same. I'm investing in the CEO, Gil West. This guy is extremely experienced. Used to be the chief operating officer at Delta, one of the subsidiaries of General Motors. We're going to be talking about that today. We're going to be talking about how Bill Ackman exited his stake in the company. Makes no difference to me. We're going to be talking about Hertz. We're going to be talking about it all. Okay, so leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. But let's go ahead and share the screen. Let's talk about Bill Ackman first. He exited his stake back in June and July. Okay, so full exit. Pershing Square sold its entire stake in Hertz, which had been valued at about $70 million on March 31st, 2026, representing roughly 15.2 million shares. The sale was announced on August 13, 2026, after Pershing Square's quarter two recent disclosure. The reason was because of the financing offering that Hertz announced. But like I said, they announced the offering, the stock went down, the short squeeze started. It literally makes no difference. Okay, so when you have a cult following on social media like Hertz does, the retail investor can overpower Wall Street. Okay, when we have a scenario like this, last time I seen a cult following from a stock similar to Hertz was Gamestop. Okay, so according to that article I just read right there about Bill Ackman, he exited his stake right here in the company when it was trading around $5, and that was when it dumped all the way down to $1.50. But the short squeeze did not even start until like a few weeks ago. Okay, so the short squeeze is starting without Bill Ackman. So who cares if he's in or out? It doesn't matter. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look over the 5-day chart. His announcement of exiting his position was on August 13th. The stock was trading around $3 a share, and this whole entire week it has been going down because of that announcement. Okay. My dollar cost average on the stock is around $2.20. I have it in one account at $2.25, and I have it in another account at $2.37. So I'm just going to say it's around $2.20, $2.30 is what my dollar cost average is. So I'm sitting at around a break even right now. All right. But let's go ahead and take a look over at Gil West. I want to discuss this guy. Whenever you're investing in a company, you're basing your bet on the management. It doesn't matter how much money the company's bringing in revenue. If the company's being run by a bunch of, dumb people, it doesn't really matter how much revenue they make. If you want a good management team, and this guy, Gil West, brings in a whole bunch of expertise. Let's go ahead and take a look at his background, okay? So Gil West is the CEO of Hertz Global Holdings since April 1st, 2024, succeeding Stefan Scheer. Gil West is 64 years old. He's a seasoned operations leader with over 3 decades of experience in transportation, aviation, and autonomous vehicle sectors. Okay, so Hertz Global, he became the CEO in April 1st, 2024. But before Hertz, he was the chief operating officer of GM's autonomous vehicle subsidiary. Before that, he was the chief operating officer of Delta Airlines, okay, with operations of over 70,000 employees. All right, and then he was known for building one of the most reliable airline operations in the industry. Okay, so the biggest roles that he had before Hertz was the chief operating officer of Delta Airlines. chief operating officer of one of GM's subsidiary called Cruise for autonomous vehicle subsidiary. This guy brings in a whole bunch of expertise, and this is the guy that we have running the show at Hertz, okay? And we need to discuss the short interest. The short interest remains at over 100 million shares as of July 31st, 2026. All right, the short interest ratio, 6.0, meaning it would take about 6 days of the average daily volume to cover all short positions. Dollar volume sold short, $163 million. Outstanding shares, 356 million. The short float, according to this report right here, is 30%, but on my last video, the other report that I had said 70%, okay? So the numbers are flying all over the place with the short interest, but the short interest is a lot, and that's what is carrying all the attention on social media and everything that's going on, okay? So if we go and take a look over at their earnings, the CEO has stated that their goal is to become profitable by the end of 2027, okay? And since the last two quarterly reports have been showing improvements, okay? So if we take a look over at the headline from the last report, Hertz announced Q2 2026 results highlight strong commercial momentum and continued transformation progress, okay? And then in the last one, before this one, for Q1 2026, they announced, let's see here, the headline for that one was, Hertz announced Q1 2026 results, strongest revenue growth in 3 years. Okay, so the past two reports have been showing progress in their earnings, which is what we want to see. Okay, ever since this guy Gil West has been the CEO for 2 years, and it's only taken him 2 years to show results in the earnings. Okay, and then they did announce a financing in June. That's pretty much already been absorbed by the market, so I mean that's a null and void. We can just pretty much ignore that, to be honest with you, because the short squeeze is going to make the stock go up. This guy Gil West, I believe in him 100% with his background, his expertise, being the chief operating officer of Delta Airlines. I mean, come on, guys, this guy knows what he's doing. He's only been the CEO of Hertz for 2 years, and the earnings are already showing. All right, so the stock obviously has been beaten down over the past week because of that announcement from Bill Ackman, but I don't really care if it goes down. Like I said, my dollar cost average, it's the stock is basically sitting at what my dollar cost average is right now. So if it goes down a little more, then I will be buying more. I don't want to average up anymore. But you know, it's catching the attention on social media, which is what we want to see. Whenever we have a cult-like following like this on Wallstreet bets, we already know what can happen. With Gamestop, the retail investor, if we all come in together, we can destroy Wall Street. We can become even more powerful than Wall Street, and they could become scared of us, just like we saw with GameStop. We have a stock that's 70% shorted. 100 million shares are shorted, and they want to use this news from Bill Ackman to push the stock down so they can cover their shares and not get burnt. But you know, we have a retail following. We can become stronger than Wall Street, and that's what I think is going to happen with Hertz stock. Okay, the CEO, A-plus CEO Gil West, I believe in him 100%. I've already sent an email to Investor Relations. I want to interview Gil West. So if you want to help me with that, send an email to Investor Relations. Tell them Dominic Stock Talk wants to interview Gil West. Let's get this guy on the channel. If you guys have been following me along my journey, you know that I have interviewed CEOs in the past. I want to bring this guy on the channel. I won't stop until I get it. This is how we do it around here. Let's bring Gil West on the channel. Let's confront him. Let's get his turnaround strategy. Let's get everything. So send an email to Investor Relations. The more people that we have, like I said, we can become powerful than Wall Street with this stock. Retail investors, when they all come together, Wall Street's scared of us. All right, they're scared. That's why they want to push down the stock using this Bill Ackman news. It's crazy because the short squeeze started after Bill Ackman exited his position. So, I mean, they're using this news just to scare out retail. All right. But I'm not getting scared. I know how Wall Street operates. I know that they use this manipulation to just scare everybody, and not happening. All right. So put a comment down below. Let me know what you think about HTZ stock, the CEO, the earnings. They're going to be. CEO says that they're going to become profitable by the end of 2027. All right. I've been hearing price targets from $20, $30, $50. Put a comment down below where you think the stock's going to go with the short interest. And always remember, the ultimate goal for the YouTube channel is to get rich